How's it going, guys? This is Victor with the BLB trading team. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Before we get started, if you're watching this video, please like, share, subscribe. The like button, if you hit the like button, it helps YouTube with algorithms, helps share this video with more people, helps us get more views, help us educate more people. Thanks. Okay, so let's get into this video. So today was a mediocre trade day. Nothing really looked great. I put it out in our Discord at like 8:45, didn't see, or 8:35, 8:45. Nothing really looked good to me. I was looking at was it RVPH? So let's look at this really quickly. So I turned the computer on at 8:30 a.m. So let's see, right about here. It had spiked up to 411, but I told you guys I don't really like companies under $4, so it was the only thing really moving though, so I did make note of it. So what I did was I put a price action line right here. Let me extend this really quickly. Change the color for you guys, make it visible. Let's make it white. Cool. And then I signed in on at 8:30, and then I put a price action line right here. Cool. Okay, cool. Extend this. So the range was all right. It was from like $3.18 up into $3.64. It's not like a great range, but it's okay. So what I did was I looked at it, signed on right here. I watched it. I drew some trend lines, and I ended up getting into this trade somewhere right around here. My average was actually, no, I didn't. I got in right about here. My average was 351. Well, I got in at like 344, and then I added, and my average ended up being like 351. So it spiked up, came back down, and then it kind of just, if you can see, it's like pretty choppy. It's up and down, up and down. Nothing really crazy. I was never really down that bad. I was planning on cutting it at where was the cut point? I think I was gonna cut it at like, oh yeah, I cut it at 339, which was kind of, I got a good, my first fill was 341, so 339 wouldn't have been that bad. It would have been like 2 cents. Then I ended up averaging at 350 average, so got a little bit higher, but it's cool. So the market opened, it started creep back up at around 9:25 right before the market opened. So the market opens, it opens at 354. So I was in the green. It spikes up to 363. I thought it was going to go to 368, 369. I sold a few shares here. I could have sold more and probably took my finished with a profit. I sold a few, and then it started to gap down, and I cut my loss at 339 as it broke the trend. I ended up losing like, I think 20 cents on this trade. Nothing crazy, because I sold most of my shares up here, but the other shares I ended up losing like 15 cents a share or something like that. And then it just, as the market opened, as the day continued, it just continued to die down, and now it's down here at 310. So not really of interest anymore. Next, we had this stock, BBLG. So this one made me kind of angry today. So let's zoom in and look at this. So I put this stock on my paper, on my watch list. I do both. I do a watch list on the computer, and I do a physical piece of paper in front of me. I put this on my watch list at 8:30 when I signed onto the computer, and let's look at it. So at 8:30 when I turned on the computer, it was doing 6,000 volume per 5 minutes, which is like 1,000 volume a minute, which is terrible. I decided to leave it on my watch list because I'm like, maybe it might do something when the market opens. I've changed my focus to the one I just showed you, which was RVPH, but I still had this on my other screen. So the market continues to go, as it get closer to market open, it started to do a little more volume, 21,000 on this candle, 9,000 on this one, 11,000, 41,000, but nothing amazing, like nothing great, stellar. So the market opens at 9:30, and right at 9:25, or at 9:20 and 9:25, it starts to drop down. So I'm like, probably won't do anything crazy. It doesn't have volume. The news catalyst isn't amazing. So I'm like, I'll keep watching it, but let's focus on the other one. So the market opens. I'm in RVPH, selling my shares, get out of that, take a small loss on that 20 cents. And then I change my focus to this. As I'm switching over to this, I'm watching it go down. Let's change it to a 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at it, 9:29, nothing, just going down. 9:30 goes down. 9:31, 27,000 volume, nothing amazing. 9:32, 26,000 volume, nothing amazing. And I'm getting ready to switch my screen over to it just to take a closer look. Literally, as I'm switching it over, it goes from $3.88 up to $4.49. It went from 26,000 volume to 184,000 volume out of nowhere. It squeezes up into a halt. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? This really just happened? I give it a couple minutes. It unhalts, and then it does this weird price action where it doesn't really move at all. And like it just does this for a couple minutes. Doesn't move. It's not really doing any volume. 2,000 there, 500 there. What was that? 400, 700. And then this one, it does almost 700,000 as it's going down. So I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, it already gapped up. I don't want to get caught in FOMO because that happened to me on Monday. So I don't want to get caught in FOMO. And I make so many videos about FOMO. So I'm like, I refuse to get got again. So it comes down, looks like it gets close to VWAP, and then it squeezes up from 470 all the way up to 558. And now I'm pissed. I'm like, bro, I've been watching this stock for almost an hour plus, and it's just squeezing up without me. But it's doing it so weird. Like this price action was so odd to me that I wasn't too angry, and I would refuse to get caught in a false breakout or refuse to get caught on a move to the downside. I'd rather have a slightly red day or a no trade day than get caught on the stock that's gapping up almost 100%. I would hate for that to happen to me again. I learned my lesson. Not the first time, but I learned my lesson from Monday. So it squeezes into another halt, and then it goes up to $6 and about 48 cents. Then it drops down, and then it goes up and finally hits a high of $6.75. So this stock went up almost $3, and I didn't get any of it. Change this color for you guys. How do you change color? Edit properties. Cool. So it went from all the way down here. Let me do this one for you guys real quickly. So it went from all the way down here, all the way up here. And I didn't get a single penny off of it. And as it was moving up, I just kept reminding myself, don't get caught in the FOMO. Do not get caught in the FOMO. Because if you get in right here and it drops dramatically, that's gonna make me, that would have ruined my day, honestly. I know I talk about a lot about FOMO and emotions on this channel, but the technical analysis part of trading isn't that difficult. Being able to manage your emotions is the most difficult part. So I will continue to talk about emotions. And being able to manage your emotions is what separates a good trader from a great trader. And I'm not a great trader yet, but I am working on getting there. And managing your emotions is definitely a huge step of that. So this was, yeah, sure, I would have been happy to make some money off this, but I'm proud that I didn't take this trade. I didn't get caught in this one right here because I could have bought it right here. Like, man, it's gonna keep going up. It's got to hit $8, $9, $10, and then I would have got caught in this move to the downside. Or I could have got this one after it started to bounce back up. Oh man, it's clearly gonna go to 7. Nope, and then it would have came down, and I would have been pissed. So I'm happy I didn't get caught in any of this, get caught in my emotions. I didn't let them get me. So I didn't take this trade. I just wanted to show you guys that, sometimes stocks will go without you. You can do everything right. You can watch it, and it just takes off in a blink of an eye without you. And then getting in becomes, you actually end up chasing the stock, which is never good. I'm not going to say it's never good, but most of the time it doesn't work out well Because if I chased this one, it probably would have worked out. But it's most of the time it doesn't work out to chase stock. So I'm happy I used my discipline. I didn't take this trade. I wish I would have made some money off this. But there's always going to be another day tomorrow. And then you look, it went from, because I know there's somebody that bought it up here at 678. It always happens. Happened to me on Monday, and it happened to somebody today. If you're watching this video and it happened to you, don't be too angry. It happens to everybody. It's just part of the game. You live and you learn. Come back tomorrow and you don't do it again. But now it went from 678 all the way down to where it is currently at about 540-ish, 550-ish. I would hate to get caught in that move. And I'd rather not trade it than get caught in that. So I did end up finishing the day slightly green. I caught the move on RELI. Oh, looks like it's trying to move again, actually. Where is that? Sorry, let me zoom out. Cool. So I caught the move on RELI. It opened up. As the market opened, it popped up on the scanner and it started to gap up. I caught the move somewhere around $7, which was like right here. I caught the move from $7 to about I think I got to like 715 actually. So I think I caught this move from 7 to 715, bounce off of VWAP. I sold kind of early because it was choppy to me. So actually, I think it might have been this one. I either caught this one or this one. I sold kind of early. I finished with a slightly green day. Nothing to brag about. The market's been kind of choppy in January so far, if you ask me. It was a good day on Monday. I think there was a good day on like last Wednesday. Ear popped up, but then it died down. Hasn't been very much continuation, and that's what tests you. Like that's what makes you a better trader, not just getting eager and jumping on the first thing you see. Being patient, waiting for A quality setups, and protecting risk management is a huge part of trading. Protecting your capital, because there's always going to be another stock. If you don't have one today, it might be one tomorrow. If there isn't one tomorrow, it'll probably be one the next day. But if you blow up your account or you spend all your money chasing stuff that's not really moving or going in the direction you want it to, when those opportunities do come, you'll be scared, you'll have fear, and you won't take them like you won't attack them like you should. So manage your emotions, figure out your edge, figure out what works for you, take A quality setups, and when you see something you like and it looks right, take the trade, set a stop loss, and you have to live with the results. But don't chase stocks, don't get caught in FOMO, and there'll always be another trade. And learn from your mistakes, because there's no such thing as a perfect trader. We all make mistakes. That's kind of the cool thing about trading, though. There is no such thing as a perfect trader. The days where you make a lot of money, you'll always think, man, I could have made more money. The days where you lose money, you'll be like, man, I wish I would have never took that trade. And the days where you don't trade, you'll be like, I could have shorted something, or I could have took something to the long side. My friend made money. So there's no such thing as a perfect trader, and you'll never be happy until you learn to be grateful with the results you get. The trades you take. When you walk away and you hit your price target, call it a green day. Leave, go do something that you enjoy, come back the next day, and do it all over again. But don't be like, oh man, I left a lot of money on the table, because you're always going to leave money on the table. Trying to catch every single penny will actually end up hurting you more than it'll help you. So this video is getting kind of long. I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Please like, share, subscribe. It really helps us. We try to provide good information, talk about emotions, talk about technical analysis, talk about traders that are better than us, the mistakes we have made, the mistakes we try not to make anymore. And there'll also be a link in the description box below where you can purchase the course, where we talk about the strategies we use. We talk about emotion management. And when you purchase the course, you automatically get added to the Discord, where we release great stocks Monday through Friday. Stocks like, today I think only stock we dropped was RVPH, which wasn't that great. But most of the time we drop pretty good stocks. I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. Thank you. Bye.